Hi Aries, this is your November 14th through November 20th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Six of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. We have the World clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Empress. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Cups with the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We have Libra, but you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. We have every single element on the table. We have Swords, Pentacles, Cups, and Wands throughout this reading, right? You will most likely know if this is your reading, if this is for you, Aries, if your life's been kind of rough over the last year, over the last couple of years, or over the last couple of months, and this person coming into your life, it'll just, all of those issues will become a thing of the past. They will somehow miraculously or not so miraculously make your life better. The very first card that came out is the Six of Swords. This is a card of an improvement. It's a card of a rough patch being over. It's a card of moving out of choppy waters towards calmer waters. So somehow this person will improve your life, right? And it almost feels like you ever seen those movies, or perhaps you've experienced it yourself, like there's a storm going and all of a sudden it just stops. All of a sudden, here comes the clear sky, the rain stops, it's not windy anymore. And no, you're not in the eye of the storm. It's the end of the storm. Or say you're flying on a plane and it's really turbulent, and then all of a sudden the turbulence just stops and it's smooth sailing, well, smooth flying, right? That's what it kind of feels like. If your life's been kind of rough, tough, if life's been throwing one curved ball after another at you, it's all gonna stop. You know, it's the end of the storm. All right, and I personally believe we are in each other's lives to make each other's lives better, because otherwise what's the point? And I think that's exactly what's happening here, but that's just my opinion. Right, yeah, so the Six of Swords, the very first card that came out, it's a card of things getting better. And if we skip the Knight of Pentacles for just a second, the next card that came out before I started clarifying was the World, right? The World is a card of an ending, but in my readings, the World is that happy end card, right? This is one chapter of your life coming to an end, a rough chapter of your life coming to an end, and a much better chapter of your life is about to begin. We actually have the Wheel of Fortune in the potential outcome, the very last card that came out. The Wheel of Fortune is also a card of starting a new cycle, a very fortunate new cycle, right? Yeah, but so here comes the Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Six of Swords. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. But the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is the most stable, the most grounded, the most long-term knight out of all 4 knights. The Knight of Pentacles always brings stability, always brings financial abundance, financial security, and belief, and knowing exactly what's going to happen the day after, or 2 weeks from today, or a year from today. You will know how your life will become much more stable going forward. That's what I'm trying to say. The World is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Same deal as the Knight of Pentacles. You see how the Knight of Pentacles is holding up a pentacle? That's exactly the pentacle we see in the Ace of Pentacles. It's like we're zooming in on that. But again, same energy, groundedness, longevity, and back in, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is often considered to be a proposal card, right? So there is a pathway in the right bottom corner of the Ace of Pentacles. This is the pathway to new life for you, to much more stable, better life. It is a golden opportunity, right? Then we have the Empress. The Empress, I think that's you. You know, I'm not doubting that it is, but that's you. That's the way this person sees you from the very beginning. They see you as the Empress. They're going to be putting you up on a pedestal. They're going to be cherishing you, adoring you, admiring you. The Empress often comes through as a future wife or a future significant other figure, right? It's also a card of somebody who is expecting a baby, right? So if having children is still an option for you, the two of you could definitely have children together, right? But if you want to stay general, the Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It's abundance in its purest form. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Cups with the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune that we already talked about. The Ace of Cups is the second ace. This person loves you, you love them. The Ace of Cups is all about genuine, authentic love. Then we got the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory, success, feeling good about what you're doing or feeling good about what's going on. And back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. And with the Wheel of Fortune, yes, you guys are taking it to the next level, right? And what is that next level? That would be the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And that makes total sense, because the Ten of Pentacles showed up. We got the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and here comes the Ten of Pentacles. It's just natural, right? The Ten of Pentacles is one of the commitment or marriage cards in the tarot deck. This is a rock solid type of deal. Rock solid. Again, that goes nicely together with, and it makes sense that that particular commitment or marriage card showed up, right? This is a rock solid commitment. This is when people buy real estate together, enjoy financial abundance and financial stability together. I'm not even going to do an extended for you, Aries, because this looks awesome. Really does. You got everything you need. And again, it's like the storm is about to come to an end, and here comes smooth sailing. Rock solid, loving, smooth sailing. All right, really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Cups. We have the Sun, we have the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo. We got Water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But you're probably dealing with the person you already have in your life, whatever their zodiac sign is. A very specific reading. If your relationship or marriage became kind of stale, boring, nothing much been happening, if you've been thinking about the way your connection used to be, how much fun it used to be, how much you used to enjoy each other's company, I think it's about to get better. Or your connection will be restored to its former glory or even better. Right? The first two cards we have on the table, the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, clarifying it. Those two cards are even look kind of alike. They look kind of similar, right? In both of those two cards, there is a person looking to the left, right? The Five of Cups has always to do with the past. This is a card of grieving the past, having a lot of remorse. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting, but at the same time, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of looking at what has already been done and kind of analyzing it, right? Perhaps that's what you're doing. You're looking at the way things used to be and comparing them with the way they are now. And communication is always key, Aries. If you're not happy, if you think they are no longer trying hard with you, I think you should have a little conversation, a little chat. Okay, and I think they'll get the point across. Or perhaps you need to do something about it. Give them a hand, give them a nudge, and it'll all go back to the way it used to be or even better. Because the next card I came out is the Sun. First of all, the Sun is a card of clarity, right? So you want to make sure they are crystal clear about how you feel about what's going on, or they will tell you how they feel about this. And besides that, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Right? Here comes the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight out of all four knights. This knight is often called the Knight in the Shining Armor. So do expect a romantic gesture coming your way. The Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a family or commitment, and that card is often called the Happily Ever After card. So we got the happiest card in the deck and the Happily Ever After card, and the most romantic night out of all four nights. So you got this improvement coming your way. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Eight of Cups, clarified by the Four of Cups. We have the Magician, clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have Strength, clarified by the Three of Cups, and then we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Leo and Cancer on the table? Well, I'll tell you this much. You're dealing with somebody who is very, very persistent. It could be a perfectionist. It could be somebody whom you just recently rejected, and if that's the case, then they'll come back and try again. Or if you haven't rejected them, perhaps you'll reject them this week, but then they will come back with a better plan again. So it's like 2 times or 3 times is the charm, right? Again, this is somebody very persistent. We got the 8 of Cups clarified by the 4 of Cups, right? The 4 of Cups is a card of a rejection. And the 8 of Cups, in this particular situation, somebody is coming back to you, right? And again, you could have already rejected them at some point in the recent past, said, no, I'm not taking you back. Or you may reject them with, you may reject their first attempt. But they'll go back to their drawing board, and they will come back with an upgraded plan. Because we have the Magician clarified by the Ace of Swords, right? The Magician could be a Gemini. But the Ace of Swords could be any air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But those are very, determined energies, right? The Magician is a card of manifestation, and at the same time, it is a card of somebody who is taking action. The Ace of Swords is also an action-taking card, a very decisive action. The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, right? So this person will go back, rethink their strategy, and come back. And with the Ace of Swords, they're going to be very determined. The thing about the Ace of Swords, it's the Ace of Clarity, it's the Ace of Truth. It's, it's a very straightforward, very direct conversation that this person will have with you. So they're not going to be playing or fooling around with you. They'll just tell you straight up what they want, right? What they want is a reunion with you, because we have Strength clarified by the 3 of Cups, right? The 3 of Cups is a card of a reunion in this particular case. Strength could be a Leo you're dealing with, but Strength could be a card of loyalty and courage. Right? Strength often comes through as a card of a pure, raw passion, by the way. And we got the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Cancer. The Chariot could be a card of transportation, or them literally coming to see you. But the Chariot is a card of victory and success. So they're not going to stop until they win you back. And I think at some point you will, I'm not saying you're going to capitulate, no. Whatever they're going to do will finally resonate with you, right? Perhaps you want them to work for this, you want them to try hard, and they will. They're up for the challenge. What you guys do after that is up to you, but since we have the 3 of Cups here, the reunion card, I think you will at least consider giving them a second chance. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances. Aries, this week we have the 5 of Wands clarified by the 8 of Wands. Then we have the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's like I see your week in the day-by-day type of a way, I guess. At first, we have a lot of things going on. You are competing, you're fighting for something. It's just very dynamic. And perhaps you will then burn out a little bit. You'll need to take a day off, or perhaps a half a day off, and then you're back to work. That's how I literally see this. Right? So yeah, we got the 5 of Wands clarified by the 8 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of competition. It's a card of you fighting for something. You're being very dynamic. You're proving things to other people. It's like you're struggling a little bit. Perhaps you're a boss and you want to make sure everybody follows orders. Perhaps you got deadlines to meet and things like that, right? The 8 of Wands clarifying the 5 of Wands is a lot of communication, back and forth communication. It could be a card of travel. You could be traveling, going on business, going to like a work or business related meeting or some kind of a conference. And like I said earlier, I think you're going to burn out a little bit, because the 4 of Swords in the middle, I think this is you taking a little break. Perhaps you'll need to take a day off or a half a day off, turn off the phone, unplug, and things like that. Don't check your email. And then with the 3 of Pentacles, the last card that came out, and the Ace of Wands, you're back to work. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. And the Ace of Wands, that's your ace, by the way. You're a fire sign, right? You're a king and the Queen of Wands. That's you with the Ace of Wands holding it. So yeah, back on your horse, back to work, back to conquering the world. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Aries, this week. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. It could be the same situation as we saw in the first spread, the new love spread. So perhaps you're not expecting your life to improve in a drastic way. You're not expecting to finally start feeling like a winner. Or it could be about something else. So speaking of winning, the Six of Wands in the middle is a card of victory and success, recognition. Perhaps this has to do with finances, your work situation. You could be recognized for something or even awarded. You could be promoted. You could be given a raise, right? That's the Six of Wands. And back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card, by the way, right? The Ten of Pentacles, the first card that came out, it's a card of a commitment or marriage. We saw this card in the first spread. At the same time, the Ten of Pentacles is a card of real estate or financial abundance, right? It could also be just, money, a pile of cash. Hence the financial abundance. Then we have the Nine of Cups right next to the deck, which is a card of a wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. Then we got you on the bottom of the deck. That's your major arcana card, Aries. And it's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. That means you're definitely the one in charge. You're the one in the center of attention. And that's exactly what's happening here with the Six of Wands. So what you're not expecting is some kind of a victory, success, recognition, a promotion, a wish come true. Feeling good about this. Perhaps money is coming your way, or if this is about love, then most likely this is the same story as we saw in the new love spread. Alright, so yeah, this is a pretty good unexpected spread. You're winning, it's a wish come true, money, commitment, we got you here. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.